Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the bleacher and the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. It's the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Henderson Ice Arena here in Culver, Indiana. It's the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 19U squad taking on Culver Academy Prep. Your starting lineup for Coach Murray's squad: Claire Clifford, Rika Heitzel, and Julie Jabaskova from right to left up front. Madigan Nemke and Ellie McIntosh on D. And Aaron Monk, number 35, has the net. 17 minutes on the clock to get this contest underway. And that's chipped out of the zone by the Sabres all the way down against the Eagles for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 16:46 to go here in period number one. And an offensive zone face-off to the left of Aaron Monk. Rika Heitzel going to take your draw, and the slot goes Jabaskova along with McIntosh and Clifford. Shot and a save by the Eagles, and it's smothered up by Monk at 16:42. We're going to do it once again from the right wing circle. Heitzel on your draw once again. Face off one out to the right point for the Eagles. Poke check by Jabaskova. She's going to push it past Krantz. It's a 2-on-2. Clifford and JJ, left wing corner. JJ maintains control off the right post. Poke checked away by the Eagles, and they push it reversing the ice right to left on the far side. Out in front of the Eagle benches against McIntosh. Back checking this Heitzel. Fires one in front of Monk. Here to the near side, rebound out towards Nemke. Nemke up to Jay Clifford. Out of the zone from Cece into the hands of Novi, who drops it over to the far side and right back up the ice. Here comes the Eagles. Going to work against Madigan. Left wing side, down to the left wing corner, hits the brakes and curls right around here to the top of the left circle. Poke check by Graby. Coming in is Nemke. 3 on the strong side for the Eagles. Out to Wallner, top of the left circle. Wallner left wing has. It's going to chip it down low into the left wing corner for Nemke. Nemke Knocked off the puck in the right wing corner from McIntosh. McIntosh down low. Trying to drag it forward is going to be the Eagles. Bouncing out to the right point. Kept in by the Eagles going to the left wing face off top. Centering pass broken up by McIntosh. Couldn't get a hold of it as Gravy. Collected by the Eagles. And they're going to cycle here to the near side. Coming in is Wallner now. Wallner stuffs it left wing hash marks now. Off the stick of Nemke. Back to Wallner. Wallner battling it on the half wall. Back down to Nemke. Nemke pulling it back behind the net of Monk. Picked her pocket is going to be the Eagles. Into the right wing corner. It's going to be the Eagles cut back against McIntosh. Offer skates out to the slot towards Wallner. Took to go to the backhand shot. Centering pass up front. Saved by Monk as they tried the centering pass right up the middle. Culver had no intention of shooting that on the backhand. Right wing hash marks down low. Blocked off by McIntosh. Smuck kicked away by Monk. Puck is still loose behind the net. Nobody knows where it is. Back in the hands of Culver now. Culver controlling. Far side. Here comes Karami. Stuffed by McIntosh as they tried to dump it in deep out to the near right corner. And it's picked up by Wallner at center. Sabres get a little bit of a relief in the line change. Back out comes DeBus now, not back out, but DeBus out here now along with Cinnamon Weaver. Off of Weaver's skates, it goes out of the zone. It's going to be Weaver up the ice with speed. It's Weaver in a foot race. Left wing circle, she gets to it first. Poke checked away by the Eagles. Down in the left wing corner it goes, trying to pick her pocket is going to be Savannah Stamp. Satterstrom backing up his F3. Culver sends it out here to the near side over the stick of the forward. In the zone for DeBus. DeBus with the inside position, going to be smothered by Monk as she gets sprayed at 14:40 to go here in period number 1. The Sabres wearing their away maroons with the black shoulders with white striping around that. And then they'll have an 1.5 inch band of black and white around the armbands, waist, and socks. The socks will also be maroon. Shells will be black with the all black helmets along with black gloves with maroon and white trim. The Culver Academy Eagles will be wearing their home whites as yesterday with a double maroon band around the armbands, waist, and white socks. They're going to have maroon shells with a vertical double white and one maroon stripe. Helmets are maroon, gloves are maroon with some white trim. Firing from the left point, blockers there, pad saved by Monk. Down low for DeBus, who's hanging onto it now. It's DeBus and Vasily. DeBus kicks over to Vasily, swings over to the far side to Satterstrom, kept in by the Eagles, blocked by Satterstrom right in front of the Sabre benches, and she slams one forward. It's going to slide all the way down for the icing, though. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 14:03 to go here in period number 1, and so far it's been all Culver. Headed out there now for the Sabres is going to be Sophia Monaco at center. Kaya Hale and Kate Watson are her wingmates. Blue liners are going to be Schultz and Sullivan. Monaco on the draw, wins it over to Sullivan. Send it back off the glass behind the net of Monk here to the near side, collected by Watson. Watson trying to get it to Monaco. Pinned in as Monaco's got the girl pinned in at the wall. Pushed it out to the zone it goes, sliding in front of the Eagle line. And here comes Hale and Watson on the forecheck. Out at center ice, thrown past all the forwards, right back towards Monk. Monk going to have to smother it, and we're going to get a whistle at 13:43 to go here in the period. Schultz doing a nice job of tying up the stick there. And the face-off, Sabres go for the change up front on forward. It'll be Heitzel, JJ, and Cece. JJ in front of Schultz, and then Cece in the slot in front of Monk. Down behind the goal line it goes. Into the right wing corner for Sullivan. Picked up by the Eagles. Right wing hash marks now. Eagles controlling. Cycling it back down on center. Pass up front. Tied up here by Claire Clifford. Clifford with a good back check there. Punches it forward to Jabiskova. It's 3-on-2 the other way. JJ trying to drop pass towards Cece. Picked up by Clifford, though. She's got 3 on her. Cross ice for JJ. JJ fires a shot. Blocked by the stick of the defender of the Eagles. And out of play it goes at 13:20. Face off in the offensive zone for the Sabres now. Good little rush there for the Maroon Marauders. Back into the left wing circle. JJ on the half wall. Cece in the slot. Heitzel on your draw. McIntosh and Nemke on D from left to right. Eagles breaking it out to the left point, kept in by McIntosh, who sends one wide right in front of the net, and it swings off here to the near side. Along the boards, dug out by the Eagles, bouncing out to the neutral zone, collected by Heitzel. Heitzel curls up the strong side, intercepted by the Eagles, going to slam one behind the net of Monk as they go for the wholesale change. It's going to be Allie McIntosh here to the near side with time and space. Hits Clifford at center, who chips it in the zone. And it's going to be the Eagles regrouping now. They go D to D, looking for the cross ice pass. Broken up by McIntosh. Offside should be the call, but no go as it went off the stick of McIntosh. Blocked by Watson. In comes Hale. Hale in the high slot. Fires a shot. Blocker save. Back for Hale. Picked up by the Eagles. Coming in as Monaco for support. Down to Watson. Watson behind the goal line. Monaco in front of that. DeBus. Top of the right circle. Fired a shot. Off of Monaco's stick. Up in the air for Hale. Hale. Left wing circle. Couldn't get a handle on it. Here comes Monaco on the far side. Forced her to cut back. Sauce across here to the near side. Blocked by DeBus. Picked up by Monaco. Slammed into the zone by the Eagles. Vince Villaciliad sends it over here to the near side for DeBus. DeBus up off the glass, off the glove of the forward or the defender. That puck's going to slide all the way down by the netminder. Netminer is number 29, Dufault. And here to the near side, here comes the Eagles. Blocked by Gravy. Off the shin guards of Hale. Back in the hands of the Eagles. Top of the right circle. Cuts across the slot. Fires a shot. Glove save by Monk. At 12:04 to go here in the period. Gasol fired the shot and then went down on her own. Caught an edge or something, but she don't look too happy about the way she fell. She's holding her elbow, folks. Must have felt kind of funny. I didn't really see it. Saw the shot, but she is, you can tell she's in a little bit of pain right now. Hopefully she's okay. 12:04 to go here in the period. And it's going to be Gravy on your draw. Wallander coming out to the left point to meet her. Firing one wide right in front of Monk to the far side for Karami. Kept in by the Eagles. Picked up by Sullivan here to the near side. Sullivan sends it to Wallander. Wallander trying to chip it back to Gravy. Intercepted by the Eagles. Blocked by Sullivan. Fired a shot. Saved by Monk. On the far side, bouncing puck collected by Karami. Karami bouncing forward to Gravy. Chipped out of the zone right into the hands of the Eagles defender. It's going to be Wallander on the forecheck. Eagles sent it right back the other way. Sent one towards the net of Monk. She's going to direct it to Schultz. Sergeant Schultz on the far side. Breaks it out to Karami at the blue line, collected by the Eagles. Poke check by Gravy. 2-on-1 with Gravy and Wallander. Gravy left wing circle comes in. Across for Wallander on the one-timer. She was tied up by the Eagles. Here they're coming up the ice. It's 2-on-2 the other way. Back checking is Karami. Poke check by Ava. Back out the center. Collected by the Eagles. Thrown right away into the hands of Ava Karami, who sauces it out to Wallander at her own blue line. Or at the Eagle blue line. Wallander comes in. Fires a shot. Off the crossbar. And out of play it goes at 11:13 to go here in period number 1. So the Sabres with a couple of good chances here, unable to convert. It's been all Culver so far, though, with the offensive zone time of possession. As they make their way into the right wing circle, it'll be Savannah Stamp on the draw, Weaver on right wing, and Satterstrom in the slot. McIntosh and Nemke left and right with McIntosh high left D. Face off to Nemke. Nemke right point. Sends one across to Weaver just over her stick. She tried to knock that one out of midair. And it's picked up by Culver down. Krantz down in the corner. Chip past Weaver. Breaking it out. Nice smooth breakout there by Culver. Off the skates of Stamp though. Trying the cross ice pass. Sabres blocked that one. Carried in by Stamp to Satterstrom. Satterstrom fires a shot. No rebound given by Dufault as we get the whistle at 10:54 here in period number 1. Another offensive zone face-off for the Sabres. This time to the left wing circle. Weaver makes her way to the slot. Satterstrom on the half wall. Gravy going to take it. McIntosh and Nemke left and right on D. Face off won by the Eagles left to right. Krantz behind the net of Dufault. Here to the near side. Breaks it out towards Weaver. Pass the forward out past McIntosh. No icing, he says, but slowed up. Didn't matter. McIntosh got to it first. She hits the brakes and cycles it to the far side for Nemke. Nemke bounces it out to Satterstrom. Tips one out of the zone. It's Weaver up the ice with speed. Going to be collected by the Eagles. Curling right back around, trying to catch the Sabres in a change. Spin back behind the back pass by the Eagles as they go for a little bit of line change. It's collected by DeBus, who's going right to left. She tips one out to Satterstrom, who sends one into neutral zone. Thrown right back the way off the referee's skates. Get out of the way, stripes. Eagles pick up the loose change. Pulling it back in their own zone, looking to spread things out. Drops it over here to the near side. It's going to be JJ on the forecheck, forcing the defender to go into the corner on the half wall. JJ going to have to pick her pocket into the hands of Heitzel. Heitzel back to JJ. JJ fires one off the crossbar. Rebound to the outside for DeBus. Chopped at by the Eagles. Coming in is going to be Weaver. One hand's on back to DeBus. DeBus slams one in the left wing corner. It's going to be Heitzel on the forecheck now. Jebiskova has F2 and F3 is Claire Clifford on her way onto the ice. Clifford going to cover at the D point, out of the zone for Sullivan. Sullivan going to send one back into the corner. We're good. Picked up by the Eagles as they touch it up off sides. Knocked out of midair by Clifford. It's going to be swatted or smothered by Monk. And we'll get a whistle at 9:43 to go here in the first period. As the face-off goes to the left wing circle to the right of Monk's blocker. Your lineup out there will be Heitzel on the draw, Sullivan on the half wall, CC along with Sergeant Schultz and JJ in the slot, and the shot blocked by Rika Heitzel, picked up by Clifford. Clifford going to send one past Novi down behind the net of Dufault. Picked up by Gasol. Coming in is Jebiskova on the far side. Heitzel going to stuff it, but she's going to pull it back and throw it in the zone. Knocked down by the Eagles. Tied up is Gasol by Jebiskova, but she picks it a loose change. Makes a move around Heitzel. High left circle, looks to fire a shot. Blocker saved by Monk. Loose change and rebound for Schultz. Schultz sends it over here to Sullivan. Sullivan on the half wall. Beat to it by the Eagles. Back in the hands of Silly, who sends it over to Sergeant Schultz on the far side. Schultz up to JJ. JJ to Heitzel. Heitzel over here to Clifford. CC one-on-one. Claire coming in, top of the right circle. Fires one across the Heitzel. Heitzel fires a shot. Saved by Dufault. And we'll get a whistle at 8:59 to go here in the period. Nice play by the Sabres, working the passing there. Clifford over to Heitzel, trying the one-timer, and the sliding save by number 29, Dufault of the Eagles. Your lineup out there now is going to be Sophia Monaco at the center, Watson and Hale right and left, Blue liners will be McIntosh and Nemke. Monaco on your draw. Face-off won by the Eagles. Coming in is Hale now. Eagles are chipping out to the far side, back up towards Watson. Out here towards Nemke. One-on-one. Watson on the back check. Nemke popped it loose towards Watson. Back to Madigan. Madigan up to Sophia. Chop for Watson. Top of the right, left circle, fires a shot. Wide left of the crossbar in the right wing corner for Kaya Hale. Down low for McIntosh. Coming in is Monaco. Monaco tried to drag it. Picked up by the Eagles here to the near side. Centering pass. Broke up by Monaco. Monaco to Watson. Watson chips one forward out of the zone. Collected by the Eagles. Here to the near side. Now they go cross ice towards McIntosh. 2-on-1. Play up. Pass blocked by McIntosh. Off the skates of McIntosh into the hands of the Eagles. Blocked by Hale. Picked up by Watson. It's 2-on-2 with Monaco and Watson. Watson carries it in. McIntosh joins the rush. Watson fires one into the slot for Sophia, and she just missed it off her stick. I don't think she thought that rebound was going to come to her off the defender's skate. It's Monaco tied up with 2. In for support is going to be Karame, and it's popped behind the net by the Eagles at 8:04. Eagles pushing it up here to the near side against Wallner. Chipped out past the bus. We're going to get an icing, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 7:57 to go here in the period. And an offensive zone face-off for the Sabres. So now the ice seems to be tilted in favor of the Faribault Maroon Marauders. It'll be Karame in the slot. Graby going to take your face-off. Wallner on the half wall, and it'll be Vasily and DeBus on the blue line from left to right. And the Eagles breaking it out to the far side, cut off by Karame. Out of the zone it goes and against Ads. Vasily pokes it here to the near side. Graby gets on the defensive side of it. Eagles collect it and send it back inside their own zone. Karame on the forecheck, spreading it up the ice towards the penalty boxes. Picked up here by Ads, who's tripped up. Intercepted by Wallner. Poke check by the Eagles. Coming in is Karame now. We got a penalty coming up. It's a delayed call going to be against the Eagles. Out to the left point. Finally touched by the Eagles, number 13, and we get a whistle at 7:31. Tripping will be the call, I believe, on, looks like number 13 headed to the sin bin. Nope, he called it a hook, folks. Hooking is the call on number 13 here in period number 1. At 7:31, resulting in a Sabres power play. This power play brought to you by Big Sammy's Hot Dogs. Remember what Big Sammy says, eat more hot dogs. Now serving 2 locations, one in Elk Grove, one in Elgin. Try the mozzarella lugs, folks, they're fantastic. Heitzel on the draw, fires one, a big juicy rebound out into the slot, but it was collected by Culver before the Sabres could get the second look. It's going to be Monk who's going to send it over to Heitzel. Heitzel right to left now behind the net of Aaron Monk, and she's got a little bit of time and space. Hits Nemke here on the near side. Nemke to Graby. Graby up across the blue line, top of the right circle, slowing things up, looking to set it up. Drops it for Nemke. Nemke walks it in, sends the pass up the middle, knocked out of midair. High stick is going to be the call on Culver as they knocked it out of midair and slammed it back down and finally touched up by number 6. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off for the Sabres with $1:30 to go on that Big Sammy's power play. And 7 minutes flat remaining here in period number 1. CC in the slot. Graby going to take your draw. JJ makes her way to the half wall. Heitzel and Nemke left and right on D. Graby wins it. Out to the left point for Heitzel. Heitzel and Nemke. Nemke back to Heitzel. Heitzel to Nemke. Just past the hands of Madigan here to the right wing corner. And it's going to be collected by Culver. He's going to try to send one down. It's gloved down by Graby. McKenzie over to Madigan. Madigan back down for Kenzie. Graby, right side, right hash marks, backing up as the Eagles. Going in is going to be JJ on the back door. Nemke looking patiently behind the net, picks up Jebuskova, or Clifford rather, out to Jebuskova, back to Clifford. Heitzel right point now. CC to JJ. JJ bottom left circle, curling back around. 1 minute to go. She's got Heitzel high point. Heitzel curls, fires one low. Big juicy rebound, slammed in by JJ, and that's going to be a Sabres goal. Let's check the replay, folks. There it is. It's going to go from JJ to Heitzel. Heitzel walks and fires. Juicy rebound for JJ, who slams it in at 6:25 to go here in period number 1 on the power play. It's going to be 10 from 16 at 6:25. We are even strength, and the Sabres are leading 1-0. Your lineup out there now is going to be Weaver along with Stamp and Satterstrom. Blue liner is going to be Sergeant Schultz and Sullivan. Sullivan here to the near side, 20 up to 23, over the glass, or over the blue line, high in the air. It's picked up by Madrid, right wing half wall. Madrid sends one to the net. Another rebound directed to the far side by Dufault. Picked up by the Eagles, though, trying to muscle it out his own pass. Schultz, they do. It's 1-on-1 against Sullivan. Top of the right circle, 13, couldn't quite hang on it. Blocked by Silly on the far side, right wing half wall. Punched out towards Madrid. Madrid up off the referee, get out of the way, stripes, and she slams one back in, kept in by the Eagles. Finally knuckled out of the zone. It's going to be Weaver in a forecheck there. Both girls go by now. Picked back up by the Eagles on the loose change. They break it out here to the near side, looking to go cross ice right up the middle. Poke check by Monaco, back in the hands of the Eagles. Here to the top of the right circle. Loose change for Monaco. Monaco tried a toe drag in the hands of Weaver. Weaver to Hale. Pick free by the Eagles. Coming in is Monaco. Poke check to loose to Kaya. Hale sends one in. Going to be saved by Dufault. She's going to direct it in the left wing corner. Watson on the forecheck now. It's Watson. Comes down low past Hale. Breaking out to the far side is going to be the Eagles. Here to the near side. Eagles crossing the blue line. Back checking is Hale. Punching it up here towards the bus. The bus slams on right back the other way. It's going to be Monaco on the forecheck along with Watson on the far side. Watson going to have to hightail it back on side. Hale gets to it at the blue line. Picked up by the Eagles. Poke check by Monaco. Picked up by Watson with fans on it. Back in the hands of Kate. Kate forward to Hale. Intercepted by the Eagles. No way to get dumped in deep. On the far side, we picked up here. Gasol makes a move around Hale. At the blue line. Comes in high slot. Poke check by Hale. Toe drag to the right side. Shove one in. Gasol gets one in between the legs of Monk. At 4:52 to go here in the period. All the way down the ice, she ended up with it and couldn't get the puck off her stick. And it's 1-1, folks. Well, we headed out there now for the Sabres is going to be Waller, Gravy, and Karame. Blue liners are going to be Nemke and McIntosh from right to left. Chopped loose by the Eagles. Chip pass, Nemke, all in the far pick, chip pass, Gravy. Poke check by McIntosh, loose change for Karame. And it's going to be up the ice into the hands of Waller. Tripping is going to be the call on McIntosh. That was a little bit of a weird delay as the Sabres had control of the puck. He waited an awful long time to blow the whistle. So I actually thought originally it was going to be on the Eagles. But McIntosh heads to the sin bin at 4:37 for tripping. And the Sabres are going to be shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Heitzel and Clifford. Blue liners are going to be Schultz and Silliman. Picked up by the Eagles behind their own net now, left to right, going to go cross ice far side. Back a little intercepted by Heitzel, who's going to pull it out of the zone. Rika at center, going to chip one off past the forward. Back in the hands of Rika. Rika, right, left face off the backhand, fires a shot. And it's going to be Rika Heitzel, short-handed goal! Let's check the replay, folks. Heitzel picked that one off on the throwaway, carries it inside the zone, makes her way across the slot, fires a backhand shot as she skated right, shot left at 4:09, and that's Rika's second goal of the period. So we have a power play goal and a shorty so far, folks, for the Sabres, and it's 2-1. It's Clifford and Heitzel up front, as Vasily and DeBus are your blue liners. 1:30 to go on that Classic Packaging PK. And it'll be behind the net. Krantz going to work. She carries off far side. Coming in is going to be Heitzel, forcing to go up. Over the stick of Heitzel this time on the sauce pass. Novi comes in against DeBus. Left wing circle, down in the left wing corner. Cycling up here towards Heitzel. Heitzel cut it off. Hits Clifford. Clifford's got to step to the inside. There goes in. Left wing face-off. Fires a shot. Rebound saved by Dufault. Taken down is going to be CC. Come back the other way. It's going to be 3-on-3. Poke check by Vasily. Vasily comes in. Left face-off dot. Curls back around. Curls then sends it back down behind the net. It's going to be CC coming in. Novi picks it up here. Eagles look to go back behind the net to set things up. 52 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. Here comes the Eagles. Pushing it up here to the near side. Out Savannah Stamp. Coming in is going to be Silliman and Stamp up to neutral zone. Backing up is the bus. And it's going to be Madrid Satterstrom out there on the PK once again. Here the blue line. Cut off by Novi. Silliman forced her to throw it behind the net of Monk. Eagles going to work here in the corner. The bus picks her up in the right wing corner. Breaks it out top of the right circle. Looks to go cross ice. Backing up to Satterstrom. Right point. Fires one over here to the near side. Met by Celia. Top of the left circle. Back out to the point. Grant's going to work. Poke checked away by Stamp as she broke up the pass. Curling around here to the near side. Met by Stamp. Cut off by Silliman. Offsides is going to be the call at 2:52 here to go in period number 1. 15 seconds remaining on that Classic Packaging PK. And a face-off just outside the zone. It'll be Stamp on the draw. Silliman comes in at the right wing position. Satterstrom left, and in front of the slot is going to be Sergeant Schultz. Going cross ice is the Eagles against Schultz. Makes a move in the corner, blocked by Schultz. On the back door, couldn't get a hold of it. It's going to be the Eagles. Back out to the right circle. Fires a one-timer. Saved by Monk. 1 second to go on that penalty kill. And the Sabres go for the change. It'll be Monaco and Weaver up front. Vasily and Nemke on D. Monaco going to take your face off. Waiting to jump the boards is going to be McIntosh. Monaco on your draw. Monaco tied up, chips it over to the far side, won by Monaco, up to Nemke, Nemke to Monaco, Monaco to McIntosh, out of the zone it goes into the hands of Eagle as that pass misses connection. JJ coming in, thrown into the hands of Monaco. Monaco over to Weaver, back to Sophia. Sophia backhands one forward towards Weaver, picked up by Weaver now. Weaver, right hash marks, comes across, trying to send it over to JJ, blocked by the Eagles, back down low for Weaver. She's got Monaco in front of the blue paint. Fans on the pass, out to the left point, picked up by Nemke. At the blue line it goes, and the Sabres are going to have to regroup. Vasily adds, backhands one and back into the corner. Monaco on the forecheck, down in the right wing corner. Monaco going to cut her off. TDD pass by for Jeviskova. Bounces it up off the boards out of the zone. Here comes the Eagles 2-on-2. Picked off by Ads. Thrown right into the hands of the Eagles. Monaco got a piece of it, slowed it up towards Weaver. Weaver comes in right here in front. She's going to pull it back into the hands of Nemke. Nemke up towards JJ. JJ across her own blue line. Makes a move out towards Monaco. Poke check by the Sabres. Or poke check by the Eagles. 2-on-1 the other way. Monaco comes in the back check. Fired a shot. Saved by Monk. Swatted away by the Eagles. Smothered by Monk. And we're going to get a whistle at 1:38 to go here in the period. That classic packaging PK has been over for about 30 seconds or so, folks. And we're even strength, as you well know. Back down into the right wing circle to the left of Monk. Your lineup will be Gravy at center. Then it'll be Karame, DeBus, and Wallner in the slot from right to left as you're looking at it. McIntosh is your other defender. Right point, Eagles throw it in the left wing corner, met by DeBus. Blocks that as they tried to throw one towards the net. Looked like a set play off the faceoff. McIntosh chips one out to Karame. Karame's got Wallner. Chips one out off the boards. Krantz going to pick it up, though, and slow it up. It'll be offside. No, dragged inside the zone. Picked up here by Karame. Knocked loose by the Eagles. Coming is Wallner. Wallner popped it free on a body check. And it's be tripped up. Wallner coming in. No tripping call as Wallner lost her stick. Eagles break it up here to the near side. 1:10 to go here in the period. Puck is loose at center, collected by the Eagles across the blue line, top left, so toe drag release, shot blocked by DeBus. Back in the left wing corner, center across behind the net, forward, rebounding out to the outside, thrown away by the Eagles. That puck's going to slide all the way down. It'll be Karame on the forecheck at 55 seconds. Karame tries to get the D-to-D pass. Slow go there, must have hit a patch of snow inside the zone from the Eagles on the D-to-D. It'll be Schultz on the far side now. Schultz to Clifford. Clifford at center in front of the penalty boxes. Blocked by Schultz, back in the hands of Cece. Picked her pocket is going to be the Eagles. At the blue line, carried it in past Karame. She made a move around her and chipped it out to the right point for the Eagles. Blocked by Karame, stuffed by Heitzel. Poke check by Schultz. Back in front, picked her pocket is going to be Clifford. Clifford to the far side for Karame. Karame's got Heitzel and Clifford going. It's going to be sent in by Karame. It'll be Heitzel on the forecheck, slowed up by Dufault. Dufault swings over here to the near side, trapping his Clifford on the right. Heitzel left. High slot is going to be JJ. Right wing corner, Clifford going to works against two. Coming in for support is going to be JJ with 13 seconds to go, and they push it out to the right point over the stick of Silliman. And it's going to be into the hands of Vasily with 8 seconds remaining here in period number 1. She carries it behind the net of Monk. Monk over to Silly. Silly back behind the net. Off the shin guards to the top of the left circle. Clifford up off the glass and out of the neutral it goes, and that'll be the end of the first period. So at the end of 1, it'll be the Sabres 2 and the Eagles 1 as we head to the first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by Mama Maria's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria in Bensenville, Illinois. Mama Maria is voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Bensenville by me and Rocky. Enjoy the intermission, folks. It's an ice cut. So go get yourself a cup of coffee if you're back in the Central Time Zone anyway, or you can grab yourself a beer. It's after 12 o'clock here in the Eastern Time Zone. But in any event, we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Enjoy the intermission. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup for the Sabres here in period number 2. Jebuskova, Heitzel, and Clifford up front. McIntosh and Nemke from left to right on D. Monk has the net. 17 minutes are on the clock, and the Sabres are working from right to left. If you're listening on the radio, referee blew the whistle. He didn't like that JJ and her counterpart encroached the circle before the puck was dropped. Heitzel on your draw. Went it back towards Clifford, but it's intercepted by the Eagles first into the hands of Jebuskova now. Sent towards the middle, collected by Nemke. She curls around left to right here to the near side. Goes cross ice, hits Clifford. Clifford tried to sauce it out, knocked down by Heitzel at center. As it went into her jersey, Heitzel got a push, went forward. Left wing faceoff dot. Heitzel drops from Jebuskova, fires a shot off the shoulder of the goaltender Dufault, out to the right point for Nemke. Nemke back to Heitzel. Heitzel going to drag one back. Chips on up off the boards of Clifford. Knocked down by Clifford. Up in the air. Knocked glove down by the Eagles. Here they're come up to the near side. Breaking it up towards McIntosh. Top of the right circle. Now hits the brakes. McIntosh does not bite. Out to the right point for Rosecrans. For Krantz, not Rosecrans. For Krantz, it'll be an offside. It was just out of the zone at 16:21. And a face-off right in front of us just outside the Sabres zone. And the Sabres go for the line change. It's going to be Karame, then Graby and Wallner. Wallner in the middle. Karame number 13 on the half wall. Vasily and DeBus 2 and 18 from left to right on D. Face off one by Graby, cleanly back to DeBus. DeBus to Ads back to DeBus. Forecheck being set up by the Eagles, breaking it out to Wallner. Wallner back to Ads right up to Karame. Some dipsy-do dangling up here for the Sabres. Chipped into the left wing corner. Karame gets run off the puck. Down low for Wallner. Wallner gets pinned in. Here comes Karame on the defensive side. It drags one behind the net. Chipped over. Glove down, knocked down by the Eagles. Shoved over here to the near side. Gasso trying to squirt around, but she ties it up. Picked up by Karame. Karame out to the point for Vasily. Vasily over to DeBus. DeBus fires a shot. Slide left off the stick of the skates of the referee into Karame's hands, left wing hash marks. She chips it down low in the left wing corner. Popped it free for the Eagles. Coming in is Wallner. Out towards Graby on the far side. Eagles trying to break it out. Intercepted by Greg. Fans on the backhand shot there in the middle. Cut off by Gasso. Picking her pocket was Wallner on his neutral zone. Past DeBus. It's going to be 3-on-2 the other way. In front of Vasily into the slot. Blocked by Vasily. Punched out towards the blue line. Collected by Wallner. It's Wallner and Karame. Wallner across the blue line into the left wing side. Into the hands of Novi. Novi lost it for Wallner. Wallner fires a shot. Blocked by Gasso. Coming in is Wallner. She goes for the line change now. Here comes Stamp on the forecheck. And the Eagles breaking it out towards Silliman. In front of Schultz. Top of the right circle. Right face off dot. Shot blocked by Sergeant Schultz. Chip forward towards Satterstrom. Out of the neutral zone. Collected by the Eagles. And they go D to D on the far side. Going to try to go right back the other way. Just past the stick of Stamp. Picked up by Schultz. Schultz back to Stamp inside the zone. Blocked by Satterstrom, picked up by Weaver, poke check by the Eagles. Puck is loose in the neutral zone for Silliman, who golfs one into the right wing corner, a little 9-iron, in behind the net for number 18 of the Eagles. Out towards Stamp here to the near side. Eagles breaking out left wing hash marks past Satterstrom. McIntosh backing up, runs her into the wall. Puck's loose in the neutral zone, back for Satterstrom, who chips one all the way down. No icing in the left wing corner behind the net of Dufault. Stamp on the forecheck. Eagles bounce it off of Bob behind the net. And they reverse the ice, going right back here to the near side. 14:33, left wing circle breakout. Past Weaver, coming in is Monaco. Monaco popped at it, couldn't get her to get it loose. And here it goes in front of Nemke. Top left circle, cross ice pass towards McIntosh. Blocked by McIntosh. On the offensive side of it is going to be Satterstrom. Chipping it out of his own. Monaco on the forecheck, trying to take away the cross ice pass. Behind Weaver. Puck is loose for Satterstrom. Satterstrom going to chip it into the left wing corner. And it'll be Monaco on the forecheck. Out comes Kate Watson along with Kaya Hale. Here to the near side. Krantz trying to chip it forward, blocked by Watson. Poke check by Monaco. It's going to slide to the top of the right circle. Right wing half wall. Sent past Monaco. Kicked into the hands of Nemke. Nemke goes over to McIntosh. McIntosh up to Watson. In the left wing circle it goes. Watson left, Monaco right. Eagles coming over here to the intercept. Blocked by Monaco. Monaco right wing corner. Couldn't get to it. Now she gets on it. Sends it back behind the net for Watson. Picked up by Krantz. Hale comes all the way trucking his F2. Out to the top left circle. Cut off by Monaco. Thrown into the middle by the Eagles. Picked up here there by number 8. Curling around. Watson going to force her to backhand it in behind the net. Slowed up by Aaron Monk. Picked up by Nemke. Nemke right to left. Time and space. Makes a move towards the middle. Hangs on to it. Nice patience. Up to Monaco. Tips it forward. In towards the goaltender Dufault. She's going to make the save. Hale coming in on the forecheck. Forces the Eagles to cut back behind the net. Watson coming in. Hale doing a good job frustrating the defender. Picked up by Hale on a rebound. Trying to wrap around off the left post. No go. Picked up by the Eagles here to the near side. Pushing it out towards Heitzel. Cross ice pass out to DeBus. 2-on-1 the other way. Vasily trucking across. Left wing Hespers. Back across. Play broken up by Silliman. Or broken up by Mack. That's going to be DeBus. I'm sorry, folks. Nice play there. The Eagles did a nice job of trying to send it back, looking for it. And it was going to be DeBus who broke it up. Tip and a save by Monk. Puck is in front. They're going to call it a good goal. It must have slid in at 12:56. Number 7 on the scoreboard here in period number 2. As we make our way back out to center ice, it'll be JJ, Heitzel, and Cece up front. Vasily and DeBus on D. Heitzel on your draw. Tied up for Clifford. Clifford to Ads. Over to DeBus. Swinging it up towards Cece. Touches one forward into the hands of the Eagles. Cece on the forecheck. Bouncing puck off the stick of DeBus. Vasily coming all the way across to get it. Sends one back in neutral for Clifford. Clifford in front of her own blue line. Pulls it back. A little bit of time and space. Sends it over to Vasily. Vasily right up towards Heitzel. Heitzel collects it. Top left circle. JJ to the middle. Play broken up by Novi of the Eagles. Into the hands of Gasol. She's going to pull it up here in front of Clifford. Cross ice pass, right intercepted by Heitzel. Sends one to JJ. JJ off the skates of Gasol. Puck is loose to center. Poke forward by Sergeant Schultz. Off of Heitzel's stick here to the near side for JJ. Into the left wing corner at 12:18. Jabaskova going to work against Gasol. She drags around to the right corner. Caught off by Clifford. Out to the right. Hasmarks intercepted by Heitzel as they try the breakout pass to the top of the right circle. Heitzel bottom. Center pass for Clint Cece. Broken up by Gasol. Back in the slot, fires one all the way down. We'll get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 12:02 remaining here in the second. And the Sabres go for the wholesale change. Your lineup out there now for Coach Murray's squad is going to be Karame along with Graby and Wallner. Schultz and Silliman on D. Karame in the slot. Wallner on the half wall, face off one to Wallner. Wallner to Silliman, back to Wallner. Wallner high slot. Comes over here, top of the left circle, hangs on to it, fires one across, saved by Dufault. She's going to smother it at 11:53. No second look opportunity for the Sabres, and the face-off will move to the left wing circle. Coming all the way across will be Karame now along the half wall. Wallner number 5 in the slot. Graby going to take your draw. Schultz and Silliman left to right as Schultz creeping into the I formation behind Karame. Into the left wing corner. Karame tied up. Eagles get position on it. Going to bounce one out, backing up is Schultz. Kenzie Graby forced her to go up the middle with it, and here it comes 2-on-2 against Schultz. Right face-off, that fires a shot into the glove of Aaron Monk at 11:41. Easy save for number 35. Not much traffic in front of her there. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. It'll be McIntosh along with Nemke out there on D. Karame in the slot, then Nemke and Wallner from right to left. Half wall was McIntosh. Out to the right point. Past Karame. Top of the circle. Poke check by McIntosh. Trying to get him out of sorts. At the blue line. Blocked by Graby. Picked up by McIntosh here to the near side. Smothered by Graby. Or smothered by Aaron Monk. We're going to get a whistle. And Monk didn't like that number 8 came in there for the second look. She gave her a shot with the stick there after the whistle. And we'll get another face-off in the right wing circle. It'll be Stamp on your draw now. Face-off won by the Eagles. Out towards Satterson. Looks to fire a shot wide left in the left wing corner. Collected by Weaver. Weaver left wing Hasmark. She had Stamp in the middle. Glove down by the Eagles. They're going to drop it back to their defender. Trying to clog up the neutral zone as we the Sabres. Pulling it back inside her own zone. Stamp on the forecheck along with Satterson. DDD pass behind the net. Out to her in front of the net. Here to the near side. Swung off by the Eagles. Playing a little area hockey. Cut back around Stamp. Cross the blue line in front of McIntosh. Poke check by McIntosh. Picked up by Stamp. Stamp on the far side. I'm going to carry it across center in front of the Sabre benches. Top of the right circle. Fires one wide right of Dufault. Into the left wing corner. The net's off. No call right now. It's going to be picked up by the Eagles behind their own net. Left to right. Cut off by Weaver. Out of the zone it goes. We're going to get an icing. And at 10:43, we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face off to the right wing circle in the offensive zone for the Sabres. Headed out there now will be Jebaskova along with Heitzel and Clifford. It'll be Vasily and DeBus on D. JJ in the slot, Clifford on the half wall. Rake on your draw. Coming in as the Eagles out past DeBus. It's going to be 2-on-1 into the left wing corner. DeBus going to have to go down on her horse, get down low, looking to go play behind in Gretzky's office. Swung over here to the near side, over the stick of Vasily. Poke check by JJ, kept in by the Eagles. Into the hands of Vasily right in front of the blue line. JJ on the offensive side of it. 2-on-1 in front. Firing a shot, saved by Monk. Juicy rebound out towards Heitzel though. Heitzel, that passes went out, picked off by the Eagles. Knocked away by JJ. JJ right hash mark, 3-on-2. JJ to Clifford. Clifford on the one-timer, tied up by the Eagles. Picked up by Heitzel. Heitzel cycles it back to Jebaskova. Jebaskova left wing hash marks now. top of the slot. She curls back around, fires the shot low. Rebound in the right corner for the far side for Sullivan. Sullivan over to Clifford. Clifford backing off his Jebaskova. Out to the point for Silly. Silly curls, fires. Tipped by Heitzel. Heitzel slams it. Juicy rebound, pad save here to the near side. It comes with the Eagles on a loose change, pushing it across the Eagle line. Jebaskova coming into the back check. One-on-one in front of Schultz. Toe drag out towards Monk. She's going to smother it. We're going to get a whistle at 9:47 to go here in the second. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. Headed out there now is going to be Wallander along with Karame and Graby. Graby on to take your face-off. Silliman in a slot. Schultz on the half wall. Face-off one to Schultz. She chips it down low for Silliman. Silliman up off the glass past Wallander. Picked off by Graby. Graby and Karame in a 2-on-2. Graby coming in. Drops it for Karame. Karame back to Graby. Left wing corner. Behind the net. Over here to the near side. Set a centering pass for Karame. Karame curls around, fires one right behind the net. It's going to have to be Wallander and Graby on the forecheck now. Gasol makes a move around Wallander. And here she comes breaking out on the near side. Up to the far side. Pick, chip, pass McIntosh. Monk is going to smother it. We're going to get a whistle at 9:19 to go in period number 2. Face-off goes to the left wing circle. Lineup stays the same. In the slot will be Wallner, then McIntosh and Karame. Graby at center. Face-off won by Graby to Nemke. Nemke in the left corner. Chips it down low for McIntosh. Number 7 going to work. Left to right. Breaks it out to Karame. Off her stick in the neutral zone. Karame picks up the loose change. She's got Wallner on her right. Graby towing in. Thrown behind the net by Karame. Going to be Karame against Gasol. Off to the far side. Off the stick of Wallner. Going to have to cut back down. Wallner kind of slow her down. Back behind the net. Karame coming in against Gasol. Mohawk around. Poke check by Karame. Karame looking for the blue paint. Out front. Wallner was crashing in, but was a little behind it. A little step behind it, I should say. Wasn't able to get it. It was picked off by the Eagles. Knocked free by McIntosh. Coming in is going to be Wallander. It's 2-on-2 the other way. Karame goes for the line change. McIntosh joins the rush. In the McIntosh. McIntosh fires. Shot blocked by the Eagles. Coming in, Wallander gives chase. She releases. Out towards Kaya Hale now. Pushing up here to the near side. Picked up by Monaco. Monaco tried to toe drag. Hop loose by the Eagles. Goes down. Hale coming in. Knocks it free. Up in the air it goes. Into the netting and out of play at 8:25 here in the second. And the Sabres will complete the line change. It'll be Monaco, Hale, and Watson, along with Vasily and DeBus. Hale on the half wall, Watson at center, or Watson on the half, Watson in the slot rather, Monaco at center, and Vasily and DeBus left and right. Monaco on your draw. Picked up by the Eagles, back to the hands of Watson. Watson fires one off the post, got Monaco in front of the slot there. Out to the point for DeBus. DeBus fires one, bouncing puck behind the net. Eagles got a piece of it. Picked up by Hale here in the right wing corner. Giving chase, the Eagles going to send it out of the zone on the far side. Golfed out into the hands of DeBus. DeBus going to send one right back in. It'll be Monaco and Watson on the forecheck. Monaco coming in now on the left wing corner along with Hale. Breaking out of the circle. Knocked down by Ads here in the neutral zone. Ads going to send one right back the other way, and they touch it up back on sides. Monaco on the forecheck once again. Sabres running a classic 1-2-2. Out to the far side for Watson. Up off the boards. Coming back is Monaco to pop it loose for Watson. Picked up in a slot by the Eagles. Sabres creating chaos. Eagles unable to clear. Back to Hale. Hale to Watson. Monaco comes in F3. Monaco over to DeBus. DeBus fires the shot blocked by the Eagles on the far side. Coming back is Monaco to pop it loose once again. Monaco knocks it off the puck. Going down is going to be the forward number 27. And it's going to be a tripping penalty on the Sabres. Both referees got their hands up. The Eagles goaltender headed to the bench. They headed a 6-on-5. Tripping is going to be the call at 7:24 to go. DeBus heads to the sin bin. Oops, wrong side. 18 DeBus goes for tripping here at 7:24, resulting in a penalty kill for the Sabres. This penalty kill brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents, your penalty killers out there now are going to be Sanderstrom and Stamp up front, Silliman and Schultz on D. Eagles controlling, left point, walks it over here to the near side for Gasol. Gasol, top of the right circle, met by Sanderstrom, goes high point towards Stamp. Go left wing face-off dot out towards Silliman. Broken up right side, Gasol fans on the one-timer. And back in the left wing corner, controlled by the Eagles. Looking for Gasol on the back door, trying to set it up for number 4. Over here to the near side. Goes cross-ice left point, firing a shot, wide left behind the net, rebound out for the Eagles, picking it back up. top of the right circle, goes back out to the high point, out towards Stamp, firing a shot, saved by Monk, back in left wing corner, 1:22 to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. It'll be Stamp coming in now, forced out to the left point, going back across towards Satterstrom. 6:38 remaining in the period. Schultz trying to get one cleared out of the zone, picked up by Silliman. Silliman chips one out of the blue line, kept in by the Eagles, firing a shot, blocked by Schultz, golfed out of the zone by Stamp, and the Sabres will get the much needed line change. Out comes McIntosh along with Nemke. It'll be the Eagles behind the net. Stamp at the high slot. Claire Clifford is your other forward out there. And they go to the far side. Here comes the Eagles in front of Nemke. Top of the left circle, down in the left wing corner. She hits the brakes. Picked up by Clifford, out to the left point. Clifford going to put pressure on it. Back in the left wing corner. And setting up down low is going to be the Eagles. Nemke patiently waiting now, backing up to the goal line. Out in front, saved by Monk on the one-timer. Juicy rebound back to Krantz at the point. Back in the hands over here to the far side. They swing it over left point. Past Clifford, now to Stamp. Going cross ice, top left circle, met by Nemke. Going to have to back it up, saucer it out to the high point for Krantz. Met by Clifford. Poke check free. Picked up front. Thrown down by Stamp. It's going to be Clifford on the forecheck here. Forced her to go with it. Thrown behind the net in the right wing corner. It's going to be Rika Heitzel now joining the fray. Out to the far side. Rika going to slow her up. 3-on-2 inside the zone in front of Nemke. 12 seconds to go. Cross ice in front of the blue paint of Monk here to the near side for the Eagles. Put him in the wall by McIntosh. 5 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. Met by McIntosh. Out of the zone it goes. Going to be collected by the Eagles, going right back the other way. McIntosh going to put a body on it. We're even strength. Makes a move around Jebaskova. Backhanded by Clifford to JJ. JJ inside the zone. She's got Heitzel in tow. JJ fires a shot. Rebound here in the left wing corner. JJ comes in on a forecheck. Chipped up off the glass here to the near side. Past Heitzel. And the Eagles going to break it out here to the near side in front of McIntosh. Trying to hit the corner. McIntosh pushes her off the puck. Down low for Madigan Nemke. Nemke at 5 minutes. Sends it out to Clifford. Trying to chip it out of the zone. Firing a shot is going to be Novi here to the near corner. And it'll be picked up by the Eagles right wing side. Right half wall trying to cycle it. Blocked by Nemke. Picked up here by Heitzel and McIntosh. Loose for Clifford. Clifford to JJ. It's 3-on-2. Nemke joins the rush. It's going to be JJ going in. Clifford heads to the net along with Nemke. Firing a shot. Blocked by the Eagles shin guards. Picked up by Madigan. Madigan right corner. She's hemmed in. Coming down low is going to be Heitzel. And they go D to D behind the net. Here comes the Eagles, pushing it up the ice in front of Weaver and adds Vasily. 1-on-1 in front of Cinnamon. Top of the right circle. Sends one behind the net for Monk. Picked up here by Vasily. Sent over here to Weaver. Somebody lost the glove. Heitzel lost the glove and a stick. And it's going to be here to the near side, trying to get it out of his own right in the hands of the Eagles. Poke check by Vasily. Thrown off to the far side. Here comes Monaco. Monaco on the left wing half wall. Pushes it out towards Weaver. It's Weaver and JJ in a 2-on-1. Monaco going to come with the back checker. Weaver right face up the fires a shot, blocked by the Eagles. Into the right corner, picked up by Monaco. Monaco to the point. Hits DeBus. DeBus for Vasily. Back to DeBus. DeBus over to the corner for Weaver. Weaver down low into the right-hand corner. Trying to send it over to Monaco. She's blocked by the Eagles. Monaco gets on the defensive side. Stick checks it out to the point. Monaco gets back on it. Knocked it loose to the blue line. Monaco covering D now. DeBus on the back check. 1-on-1 in front of Sofia Jebaskova here right side. Sends one across. Off the stick of Vance Vasily in the left wing corner for DeBus. DeBus chips one out to Weaver. Left point kept in by the Eagles. Knocked away by Jebaskova. Jebaskova's got Monaco. Throws it away down to the goaltender. She's going to have to make the save. And they play it if they didn't put pressure on it at 3:29. Here comes the Eagles with a little bit of time and space. Cross ice intercepted by Wallander. Wallander curling around here in front of the Eagle line. Makes a move towards the middle. She's got Silliman. Couldn't get it to her. Knocked away by the Eagles. Kicked loose by Karami. Back to Wallander. Over to Karami. Karami chips it to Sergeant Schultz, who fires one for the left point. Blocked by Gasso of the Eagles. Coming in as Wallander. She puts a stick on it. Gloved away by Gasso. Blocked by Graby. Graby over to Schultz. Schultz to Silliman. Knocked down by the Eagles at the blue line. Chipped into the left wing corner. And it's going to be Sergeant Schultz with time and space behind Monk. Monk, right wing side, fans on the breakout pass to Karami, gets back on it in the defensive side, blocked by the Eagles, battling it out with Sergeant Schultz and Karami. Puck is loose for Wallander in front of the slot, in front of the Sabre line. She sends one out of the neutral zone. Coming in is Karami. Karami pokes it loose. Hooked up here to the near side. Culver regains control. Pass Wallander D to D. 2:40 to go here in the period. Blocked by Graby. 2-on-1 the other way. Graby and Wallander. Novi gets back on the defensive side. Graby fires a shot. Sticks the pad save by Dufault. No call on the hook as she goes down. The referee's like, nope. I'm not sure why, as she got hooked on it. Top of the right circle, into the right wing corner. We've got the Eagles going to work around. Gasso firing a shot, saved by Monk. Into the right wing corner for McIntosh. McIntosh out to Gravy. Gravy on the right wing half wall. Spin back pass out to the point. Kept in by the Eagles. In the left wing corner for Nemke. Nemke at 2:10. Nemke out to Wallander. At the point, kept in as the Eagles seal up the wall. Back in the hands of Nemke. Nemke goes D to D to McIntosh. McIntosh curling back around. The Eagles back up. Now they send three. And they kept the numbers going the other way. Gravy chips it in. It'll be Kate Watson on the forecheck. Here comes Savannah Stamp as F2. Satterstrom in the slot. Knocked down at the point, kept in by Nemke, who fires one. Shot blocked by the Eagles back in the left wing corner. 1:48 to go here in the period. Make that right wing corner, and they wrap it around here to the near side. Backing up is McIntosh and Nemke. Watson on the back check. Blocked by McIntosh. Into the right wing corner it goes, down low for Watson. Watson right to left, sends it up off the glass, bouncing puck towards the Eagle bench. Kept in by the Eagles, fires a shot. Pad save by Monk here to the near side. Rebound for McIntosh, trying to shove it forward towards Watson. Stuffed by the Eagles, back in the hands of Nemke now. Nemke with a little bit of time and space. She hits Satterstrom. Satterstrom's got Watson. Satterstrom to Watson off the stick of Krantz into the left wing, right wing corner. Don't know my left from my right here this morning. Back down low for Stamp. Stamp, bottom right circle, fires a shot. Saved by the goaltender Dufault at 1:10 to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. Headed out there now will be Jebuskova along with Heitzel and Claire Clifford up front. It'll be DeBus and Vasily on the blue line from right to left. Face off in the right wing circle for Heitzel. Heitzel wins it back to Cece. Cece's to DeBus, right point. Sends it down behind the goal line of Dufault here in the near corner. Picked up by Krantz. Knocked up in the air by Heitzel. Heitzel, bottom left circle. Goes down, picked up by Cece. Clifford, left to right. Over here to Jebuskova. Jebuskova fires off the shoulder of the Eagle player. DeBus sends it back down low. Heitzel coming in to get it at 50 seconds remaining. It's swung off here to the near side for JJ. JJ to Rika. Rika pushed into the wall. Jebuskova on the support. And going to be Clifford high F3 into the slot. Backing up is going to be Vasily adds Vasily on the left point. DeBus creeping in on that far side. Out to the right point. Backhanded out of zone in the hands of DeBus. He's going to send one right back the other way. They touch up off sides, and it's going to be Clifford on the forecheck. Knocked down by DeBus. Kept in for Heitzel. Heitzel, right side, over to Clifford. Clifford, backhand shot, off the post, in front of the blue paint. Heitzel, taken down by the Eagles, picked up here by DeBus. Back in the hands, 16 seconds ago, kept in by the Sabres. 12 down, knocked down by Heitzel, picked up here by the Sabres. Out of the zone for Vasily, thrown inside the zone, and it'll be tag up off sides with 6 seconds to go. Eagles in the right corner, looking to do something with it here. Waits, patiently waiting, gonna send one all the way down, and that sound is the end of the second period. So at the end of 2, we're tied at 2 apiece as we head to the second intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it ain't worth drinking. Enjoy the intermission, folks, and it's another ice cut. So now I know it's after 12 o'clock back home. Get yourself a beer. Enjoy the intermission, folks. folks. It's the final frame here at Henderson Ice Arena in Culver Academy. Your starting lineup for the Sabres here in the third. Jebeskova, Heitzel, and Clifford from left to right. It's going to be Nemke and McIntosh from right to left on D. Aaron Monk has the net. 17 minutes are on the clock to get this third period underway, and the Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Clifford sends one to the neutral zone, cut off by Jebeskova, thrown back to the way by the Eagles, picked up here by Nemke at the blue line. It's slowed up. Big must be a puddle of ice. Heitzel finally collects it and sends it forward, and the Eagles going to throw it back the other way. Nemke going to chip it out of the zone for Clifford. Clifford going to bring it across the bottom of the face-off circle here at center. Sauced over to Jebeskova, a little bit of time and space. Julie walks in, fires a shot blocked by the Eagles. Here to the near side, out towards Clifford now. Chipped out, cut off by Nemke, back in the hands of the Eagles. At the blue line she goes, in front of Nemke, now towards McIntosh. Right in front of that puddle there, just across the blue line at the high slot. Cut off there by Jebeskova. They're going to fire one slowly towards Monk. She's going to smother it at 16:21. Headed out there now for the Sabres is the wholesale change. It'll be Mackenzie Graby at center, along with Ava Karame, number 13, and Maggie Wallner, number 5, headed out there on wing. DeBus going to be one of your blue liners, along with Vasily. Vasily makes his way to the slot with Karame stacked in the I formation in front of Monk, and Wallner here to the near side. Face off one in the Culver, firing a shot, saved by Monk, right into the chest of number 35, 16-16 to go here in the period. Face-off goes back into the right wing circle now. Going to do it once again to the left of Monk. Graby on your draw. The referee having a word with the coach. I'm not sure what's going on here. Not happy about something. He's complaining. And going to go over and talk to Coach Murray now is going to be the referee. Not sure what's going on. And looks like they're going to let the ice set up a little bit. Must be some flooding down in the corner that they're concerned about. So they're going to let the ice set up. There is a puddle down here to the right wing circle. You folks at home can't see it. But we got a little bit of ice set up. So we're going to take a brief break on the mic so we don't get copyright striked here on YouTube. Enjoy the brief break here, folks. Right now, folks, you are watching the referee with the squeegee out there pushing that water. I know you really can't see how much is coming up, but it is enough that he was creating almost like a ripple effect behind the net. And I believe that is the same thing now as the other referee makes his way down to the other end. I believe it's about the same thing. There's that much water out there right now, folks, trying to get it to set up. Welcome back, folks. Looks like we're about to get back underway. It's going to be Gravy on the draw. Karame, then Vasily, and Wallner in the slot. It'll be DeBus in the half wall. Vasily controls off the face-off, sends it forward to off the stick of Wallner, all the way down the left wing corner to the right of Dufault. Picked up here by Novi of Culver. Up here to the near side. Thrown past DeBus. That puck's going to go all the way down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 16:01 to go here in the period. Face-off goes into the right wing circle in the offensive zone for the Maroon Marauders. It's Karame in a slot. Mulliner on the half wall. Gravy on your draw. Vasily and DeBus left to right on D. Vasily high left point. Face-off won by the Eagles down the right corner. Wallner giving chase. Picked up by Gasol. Cut off by Karame. A little backhand shovel pass to the outside. Trying to split the D is going to be Culver. Picked up by Gravy. Gravy right to left, or left to right here to the near side. Gravy a little bit of speed. Sends one in the right wing corner. And behind the net, picked up by Culver's Gasol. Going to be coming in is going to be Karame. Up the ice, here comes the Eagles. One-on-one in front of Selman along with Schultz. Across, top of the right circle, fires a shot. Stick saved by Monk into the right wing corner. Picked up by Schultz. Schultz a little bit of time and space. Chips one out to Karame. Past her stick. Picked up by the Eagles. Bouncing puck back towards Monk. Slowed up for Silliman. Silliman sends it over to Karame. Breaking up is going to be Wallner. Karame hangs onto it now across the front of the center line and sends it in deep and goes to the line change. It'll be Savannah Stamp on the forecheck. Slowed up by Dufault. Picked up by the Eagles. Off the stick of Stamp. Kept in by Silliman at the blue line. Chopped it. Picked up by Weaver. Weaver slows it up top of their seal. Corrals it. Curls around to her forehand. Right face off top. Fires one low. Glove saved by Dufault at 15:05 here in the period. Face-off goes to the right wing circle for the Sabres. Satterstrom heads to the slot. Savannah Stamp on your draw. Weaver on the half wall. Sergeant Schultz, high left point. Into the right wing corner. Coming down low is Weaver. Weaver forcing to tie it up. Into the left wing corner. DDD pass. Backing up to Satterstrom. Satterstrom chops it loose in the left wing corner. Looking for support. Backing up is Weaver and Stamp high in the top of the circles in the zone. Out towards Weaver now. Cut off here by the Eagles. Poke check forward to Satterstrom. Satterstrom over to Stamp. Off her skates. Picked up by the Eagles. Here they're coming the other way in a 2-on-2. Backing up is Weaver. Nemke makes her way on the ice. Make it 2-on-4 as the Eagles enter the zone. Into the left wing corner against Silliman. Left to right on the far side. Nemke going to pick her up now. Cycling it back behind the net. Here comes Silliman. Silliman tries to body her off the puck. Eagles fight through the body check. Right wing hash marks. Out to the right point. Comes towards Satterstrom. Thrown back the other way into the hands of Silliman. Into the right hash marks. Fires the shot. Saved by Monk. Blocker into the left wing corner for Nemke. Nemke out here to the near side for Weaver at 14:20. Weaver pushing it forward. It's Weaver with speed. One-handed. Knocked off the puck by the Eagles. Picked up by Krantz. Thrown into the hands of McIntosh. McIntosh to seat JJ. Right back by the Eagles into the hands of Allie McIntosh. McIntosh, far side for Clifford. Clifford tried a one-touch pass to Heekle. She picks it up. Pietzel walks it in, left face off that. Comes down low, fires a shot. Saved by Dufault. Pietzel sends it into the corner for Clifford. Cliff to the point for McIntosh. McIntosh sent one to JJ. Intercepted and 3-on-2 the other way for the Eagles. They went for the line change. They had numbers, and it's picked up by McIntosh. McIntosh throws it up the strong side. 3 white jerseys on that far side in front of the Sabre benches. It's McIntosh going into the corner now. Heetzel on the defensive side of it. Upends the girl from the Eagles is going to be McIntosh. She gets back up. Loose change into the hands of Rika. Rika cuts back. Number 10 goes break out to the far side for JJ. Out of the zone. Nope. Kept in by the Eagles. Throws it right back to the way into the hands of McIntosh. McIntosh at her feet. Pushes one forward to Nemke. Nemke across the Sabre line. Now to center in the middle. Sends one into the benches and hits the goalie of I believe that is going to be Ellingson on the bench. Yep, number 1. In between Ellingson and Novi on the Culver benches. And that one went out of play at 13-19. We'll get a face-off just outside the zone right in front of the Culver bench. And it'll be Hale, Monaco, and Watson up front. Vasily and DeBus on D. Sophia going to take your draw. Watson on the right side. Hale along the boards. Face-off won by Monaco. Vasily going to slam one in deep. Watson going to have to come trucking into the right corner, right hash marks. Monaco heads in the corner. Watson down, Monaco down low. Sending pass for Hale. Hale tips it over the goaltender in the left wing corner. Watson comes down low. Hale comes in on the forecheck now. Monaco backs up high slot along with Watson. Here comes the Eagles here to the near side. Breaking it out towards the top of the right circle by Watson and Monaco. Splits the far side. Here they're cut the middle against Vasily and DeBus. Top of the right circle. Try to toe drag around Vasily. Loose change for Monaco. Monaco up to Watson. Kicked out of the zone by the Eagles. Watson on the forecheck. Eagles go right back the other way. They're going to have to tag up offsides into the right corner for Vasily. Vasily down low. Swings it over to Hale. Hale, left, right wing hash marks. Pushes it up to Monaco. Kept in by the Eagles. Right point. Cassell fires a shot. Saved by Monk here to the near side. DeBus coming in now on the board, on the back check here. Out to Watson. Watson and DeBus on the defensive side. Shot blocked by Monaco. Picked up top left circle. DeBus upends her. Loose change for Sophia to Watson. Out of the zone it goes. We're going to get an icing if it gets there. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 12:18 to go here in the period. Face-off goes in a left wing circle to the right of Bunk. Sabres go for the wholesale change. It's going to be Sergeant Schultz and a half wall. Gravy in the center to take the draw. Then it's going to go Wallner, Silliman, and then Karame from left to right in front of Monk. Gravy on your draw. Wins it over to Schultz, but picked up here by the Eagles. Left point. Comes over, curls, and fires one low. Wide left of the post. Monk a little out of position. Right in front of Monk. She doesn't see it. Slam down by number 24 and a save by Aaron. Back out to the high slot. Once again, shot blocked by Karame. Poked at forward. Picked up here by Wallander. Wallander behind the net, left to right. She's going to collect it and sends it out to the point for Karame. Kept in by the Eagles. They sent 3 girls on the strong side. Make it 4. 4 white jerseys along the boards. Out to Karame now. Kept in at the right point once again. Chip pass towards Schultz. Right wing corner. Coming down low. Blocked by Culver. Back behind the net. It's going to be Culver going to work. So again, Silliman right to left. Poke check by Gravy. Coming in is going to be Culver Eagles. Knocked loose by Silliman. Out to the left point. Kept in by the Eagles. Chip past Wallander. Past the glove of Silliman. Into the right corner for Schultz. There's the net in front of Monk. Monk's going to smother it. We're going to get a whistle at 11:28 to go here in the period. And the Sabres on their heels here in the third so far. Headed out there now for Coach Murray's squad. Stamp at center. Weaver and Satterstrom in the slot with Nemke. McIntosh in the right wing corner. Face off to the left of Monk in the right wing circle. Face off won by the Eagles. Right point. Working at top of the right circle against Satterstrom. Trying to cycle over across D-to-D towards Weaver. Fires one low. Saved by Monk. Rebound out front. Swatted away by the Sabres here to the near side for Cinnamon Weaver. Weaver, left side. We're going to get a hooking penalty on the Eagles as it goes inside the slope for Satterstrom. Satterstrom to Weaver. Weaver on her forehand. Fires a shot. Saved by Dufault at 11:08 to go here in the period. And the Sabres are headed to the one-man advantage for the second hooking call on the Eagles. Number 27 looks like she's headed to the sin bin at 11:08. So 2 trips and 2 hooks. That's been the penalty of choice for each team. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef on Harwood Heights in Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef. You've tried the rest? Now try the best. Stop in to see Jay, Johnny, Frankie before Tudor Brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now. Memke firing a shot off the defender. Back in the left wing corner for JJ. Down low for CC. CC left wing corner. Cycles it for JJ. JJ to the point for Clifford. Clifford out to Heitzel. Heitzel to Nemke. Nemke, top of the right circle, chips it down low for Gravy. Gravy, a little bit of time and space. Sends it off the skates of the referee. Get out of the way, stripes. Sauced it out of the zone and cleared by the Eagles. All the way now with 91 seconds to go on that Jays Beef power play. Heitzel here to the near side, 1-4 checker on her. Tips it up here to the near side for Nemke. Nemke over to JJ. JJ up to Gravy between her legs. McKenzie going to pick it, walk it in right side. McKenzie going to work. Down low, she has Clifford on the back door. Right to left. McKenzie curling it around, left wing hash marks, fans on the pass. The back in the hands of Gravy. Gravy down low for Clifford. CC going to work behind the net. Over to Nemke here, right side, right hash marks. Changing place with Clifford. Goes cross ice for Heitzel. Or Jemaskova to Heitzel. Back to JJ. JJ cross for Nemke. Nemke fires a shot off the left side. Back in the hands of JJ with 58 seconds to go to Heitzel, the left point. Heitzel sends one over to JJ. JJ Nemke high slot. Nemke fires a shot. Pad save direct in the left corner by Dufault. Back to Jebaskova, who collects it, left wing hash marks. Over to Nemke now, looking for Clifford on the back door. Heitzel trying to play catch with JJ, or Nemke rather. Nemke collects it, top of the right circle, cycles it back for Rika. Rika walks it in, goes cross ice for Clifford, and it's going to be into the hands of Gasso, who's going to wrap one around quick. Out of the zone it goes with 30 seconds to go on that Jays Beef power play. And the Sabres go for a little line change. Picked off by the Sabres in front of the slot. Tied up by Karami out to the far side for Wallander. Wallander going to collect it now. Sauces it over to Monaco. Monaco going to curl around, 16 seconds to go. Hits Wallander. She breaks up the ice. It's going to be 3 on 4. Wallander walks it in against with Karami on her left. Monaco in support. Wallander behind the net. Monaco in front of the blue paint. Over to DeBus. DeBus fires a shot off the stick of the defender and out of play with 1 second to go on that Jays Beef power play. 9:08 remaining here in the third. Sabres need to be mindful of the girl coming out of the box. Your lineup will be Wallander taking the faceoff. Monaco makes her way to the right wing hash marks. Karami in the slot. DeBus and adds Vasily on D. Faceoff won by the Eagles. Monaco comes in for support, wrapping it around to the far side. Karami on the back check now. Up front, it's going to be Karami pushing, tied up, kicked inside the zone. Picked off by Karami, sent out of the zone. Monaco going to pick her pocket. She does. It's Monaco up the ice. Monaco carries it in left side. Monaco versus 3. Monaco hangs on to it. Left wing corner, she's pinned in. She goes down. Coming in is going to be Wallander. Wallander back to Monaco. Monaco along with it. We're going to get a penalty on the Eagles. Going to get a hooking call or cross check. Yep. Monaco draws the penalty at 8:44, and the Sabres are headed back to the one-man advantage. 22 is the number that he called. Yep, looks like number 22. Here in the third period at 8:44 to go. So the Sabres back to the one-man advantage. I should have taken off that power play ad, but now we're headed to another one. It's the Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. Bubby's Beef and Red Hots, in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. The best fresh-cut fries this side of the Des Plaines River. Stop in and see Andy. Tell him I said hi, folks. It's going to be Graby controlling. Sends it over to JJ. Jebaskova to Heitzel now. Heitzel fires one. Rebound, none given by Dufault. In front of the net was Graby looking for the second look opportunity. 1:44 to go on that Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. 8:28 remaining here in the third period. It'll be Jebaskova and Clifford flanking Graby. Heitzel and Nemke left and right on D. Graby wins it cleanly back to Heitzel to Nemke. Nemke back to Heitzel. Heitzel and Nemke. Nemke over to JJ. JJ left face on the fires one across. Graby just gets dumped over right in front. Looked like she hit her head. Back in front to Heitzel. Heitzel across the slot. Fires a shot. Rebound out front. Swatted away by the Eagles. Going to be kept in by Jebaskova. Jebaskova back to Clifford. Clifford over to Nemke. Nemke back to JJ. JJ to Heitzel. Heitzel back to JJ. JJ walks in left face off top. Fires a shot. Back behind the net. Graby tied up there a little bit. Thrown out of the zone by Krantz. And the Culver Academy clears it with $1:10 to go on this Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. It's going to be Heitzel pushing it up the ice now. Heitzel makes a move around the forechecker. She's got Wallander right. She hits her as she enters his own right wing side. Wallander sends one across for Clifford. Clifford files a knuckle puck over the net. Dufault tried to get a piece of it. Cut off by Clifford. Gasso going to send one all the way down. And it's going to be slowed up by Monk. Into the right wing corner, sliding off for Vasily. Ava Karami making her way out there along with Monaco and Wallander. Vasily adds, pushing it up the ice at 39 seconds to go on that Bubby's Beef and Red Hots power play. DeBus to Monaco. Monaco comes in here, top of the point for DeBus. Sent back into the right wing corner. Coming down low is going to be Wallander. Up the boards, out past DeBus. They're going to clear it. They're going to have a girl from Culver going to beat the puck down in the left wing corner behind the net of Monk. Vasily adds coming into forechecking along with DeBus. Met by Culver. Poke check free by DeBus. Finally, 16 seconds to go here in the power play. Out to Wallander. Wallander carries it forward, trying to hit Monaco off her skates and picked back up by Culver here. 7 seconds to go. Play busted up by Culver. Back in the hands of DeBus with 3 seconds to go. It's going to be DeBus left to right here to the near side. That's the end of the power play. Out past Monaco all the way towards Dufault. She's going to have to smother it as Monaco comes in for pressure at 6:38 remaining here in the final frame. Face-off heads down to the right wing circle in the offensive zone for the Sabres. Weaver on the half wall, Satterstrom in the slot. Stamp gonna take your face off into the right wing corner. Silliman and Sergeant Schultz on D from right to left. Krantz of Culver on the far side, thrown out and past Silliman all the way down. We're gonna get an icing, and we're gonna bring that one all the way back. 6:28 to go here in the period. Face-off goes into the left wing circle in the offensive zone for Shattuck. Lineup stays the same. Weaver heads to the slot. Satterstrom on the half wall. Stamp taking your draw. Face-off one for Weaver. Weaver to the point for Silliman. Silliman right side, sends over to Schultz. Schultz sends it into the corner for half wall. Right hash marks for left hash marks for Stamp. Out back up to Schultz. Schultz to Silliman. Silliman fires one between the legs of the defender. Rebound on foot. Just missing on the back door was going to be Stamp. Weaver comes in. She's tied up by one. Picked up by Culver in front of Silliman. 1-on-1 in front of Schultz with a goal winner. 2-1. Toe drag. Fires a shot. Saved by Monk. Coming in is going to be Silliman. On the offensive side is Stamp. Puck goes in the left wing corner. Centering pass. Right up front. Blocked by Sergeant Schultz as that was going to slide for the girl for the back door. Picked up by Novi. And neutralizer going to curl back around. Out, dropping it back. Weaver now on the forecheck. Thrown here to the near point. Blocked by Silliman. Puck is loose for Weaver at center. Picked back up by the Eagles. 5:44 to go. Here comes Stamp on the forecheck now. Pass Weaver, intercepted by Silliman. Knuckle puck up in the air for Silly. She can't get a handle on it. Now she finally spin by and back past to Weaver. Weaver forward to JJ. JJ right hash marks. That by Culver. 5 white jerseys all over JJ. Poke check by Heitzel. Collected back by Culver into the hands of Jeviskova. Jeviskova run off the puck. Eagles trying to get possession back in the hands of the Sabres. Thrown back into the corner by JJ for McIntosh. Down behind the net of Monk. Monk slams it out towards Heitzel. Heitzel digs it out of the wall. Makes a move around the defender. She had 3 white jerseys on her. Heitzel stuffs her at the blue line. Top of the right circle. Right point coming in. Coming is going to be Clifford. Clifford leaves it for JJ. JJ's got CC in front of her. JJ goes cross-ice, sends it in the zone. Trying to hit Heitzel. Picked up by Gasson. Down behind the net, left to right, is going to be Heitzel hanging on to her. Sent out to the right wing hash marks. Trying to touch it forward. Here comes Gasson in front of Nemke. Thrown down, picked up here by Nemke. Nemke back the other way. Hits JJ. JJ up to try to split the beat to Clifford. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Fanned down in his Gasol. Picked up by Heitzel. Heitzel over to JJ. Picked off by the Culver Eagles. 4:40 to go here in the period. Culver looking to go cross ice underneath the stick of JJ or Clifford. Sees Rika. That puck's going to go down for an icing. No icing. Waved off for Nemke. Nemke slammed out to JJ. Out to CC. CC tried to get it to Gravy. Picked up by the Eagles in front of their own benches now. Pulling it inside their own zone. Gravy picks her pocket. She's all by her lonesome. Gravy drags it behind the net of Dufault here to the right corner. She's got Wallner. Gravy sends it behind the net for Karami. Karami's got Wallner in front of the blue paint. Can't get it to her. It's Karami versus 2. Here comes Wallner now for support. Gravy tried to come in. Now it's going to be back checking out of the zone. Blocked by Gravy. Up into the air here to the near side. Bouncing out of the neutral. Coming in is DeBus. DeBus slams one the other way. And the Eagles looking for a line change, folks. Coming down low, trapping is Gravy right. Wallner left. Eagles reverse the ice, trying to slide up the middle. Here they're coming in front of DeBus. 1-on-1. Poke check loose by DeBus. Knocked free by Gravy. Picked up by the Eagles left point. Fired a shot. No, blocked by DeBus. Here to the near side. Trying to get the girl 2 rushing into the net. Going to left wing corner DeBus. Picked up by the Eagles. They sent 2 on it. Left wing circle. DeBus and Gravy going to work with Wallner. Puck is kicked here towards Wallner. Back in the hands of DeBus to try to slam one up the strong side. Finally, knuckle forward. Kicked back in off the shin guards of Culver. Coming in is going to be Wallner. Sends one to the net on the far side. Karami going to have to hustle out. France picks it up from Culver down behind the net. Vasily going to work. Centering pass right in front of Monk. Curling around trying to fire one. Out to the left point. Shot blocked by Gravy. She doesn't see it. It must be in her pants or jersey. Somewhere in her. There it goes. Finally falls out of Gravy's uniform at 3:16 to go here in the third. Face off goes to the left wing circle. Sabres get the line change. Their lineup out there now is going to be Weaver, Monaco, and Stamp up front. Silliman and Schultz on D. Monaco on your draw. Face-off won by the Eagles. Bouncing puck, glove down by Schultz. Monk going to smother it there as Schultz got hit as she tried to glove it down. 3:10 to go here in the period. Satterstrom making her way out there now. Stamp going to take the face-off. Satterstrom and Monaco in the slot with Silliman. Schultz on the half wall. Face-off won by the Eagles. Out to the left point. Out of the zone it goes. Harassed by Satterstrom. Cut off by Monaco. Going back the other way. Going to try to break it up. Touch pass Schultz. Into the right wing corner it goes. Coming in is Silliman. Hitting the brakes. Out to the far side. Centering pass. Broken up by Silliman. Picked up by Monaco. Monaco a little bit of time and space. She's got Silliman on her right. Or left. Monaco cuts back. Offsides is going to be the call. as Silliman entered the zone before Monaco was trying to carry it wide right at 2:50 to go here in the period. And it'll be Stamp going to take your draw. Satterstrom and Monaco right and left. McIntosh and Nemke on D. Face-off won by the Eagles. Looking to go D quick. Fanning on it is going to be the forward. Picked up by Monaco. Monaco couldn't get a piece of it. Hanging on to it is going to be the Eagles. Tried to slow it up. It's going to be Gasseau going against Stamp against McIntosh. Right wing corner. Stamp going to run her off. Coming in is Monaco for a stop. Got her pinned in. Nemke comes down low. Nemke pinned up. Loose change for McIntosh. McIntosh sends it over here to Satterstrom. Satterstrom up the ice. She's got a little bit of time and space. Sends it out to Monaco. Touches one into the right wing corner. No icing. Waved off. And they're going to get a line change in. Gasseau going to pick it up for the Eagles. And she's going to carry it off to the far side. Breaking it out. Sauce across. Stepping up was going to be Clifford. Going to be picked up by Nemke here. Nemke tried to chop it loose. Picked back up by the Eagles. Looking to go high slot. Curling back around left post. Now to the right side. Eagles looking to cycle it. Cut off by McIntosh. Coming in is going to be Heitzel. And we're going to get a penalty here on McIntosh. Body checking is going to be the call. I think that was a pretty soft call at 2:01. But nothing you can do about that one, folks. Heard the call come in from the bench of the Eagles. He wanted the call. He got it. And the Sabres are going to be shorthanded for the remainder of the contest. And they're now going to call timeout. This timeout brought to you by Bellagio's Italian Ristorante in Roselle, Illinois. Bellagio, voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Roselle by me and Rocky. Stop in and see Berto, Edgar, Hugo, Brenda. Tell them I said hi, folks. Enjoy the timeout. Welcome back, folks. Coming out of the timeout, it's 2:01 to go here in the period. It's the Timmy Hortons PK. This penalty kill brought to you by Tim Hortons. There's always time for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the official Canadian coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres parents. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be DeBus and Vasily on D. Heitzel and Clifford are your forwards. Out to the point. Looking to go back over left circle. Met by Vasily. Cross ice. Broken up by Vasily on the far side for Clifford now. Back down low. Gasseau go to work. Sends one towards Monk. We're going to get a whistle as Vasily comes in. Stick checks the crashing forward from Culver. 1:40 to go here in the period. 1:39 remaining on that Timmy Hortons PK. Heitzel going to take your face off. Clifford in the slot. Vasily down behind the goal line. DeBus on the half wall. Face off one towards Clifford. Clifford down low for Vasily. Going to send one out of the zone. Kept in by Gasseau. Top of the right circle on her backhand now. Sends one in front. Blocked by Vasily, who sends one out of the zone. And it's going to be touched by Dufault. She's going to slow it up and leave it for this Eagles defender who comes behind the net. Right to left on the far side. Breaker left to right. Breaking out now far side towards Heitzel. Coming in is going to be Clifford. Cross ice pass in front of Silliman now. Silliman and Schultz on D. Clifford coming in along Clifford at the high right side. Pushed forward by Silliman. Makes a move around her. Culver hangs on it. Heitzel draws her back in. Left wing corner. Schultz coming in now. Left wing hash marks. Culver controlling. Left point bouncing off the wall. Pass. Heitzel comes towards Silliman. Broken up by Schultz. Right point. First shot. Shot blocked by Heitzel. Out of the zone it goes. Picked up by the Eagles. Clifford coming in. Eagles going to have to clear. Here they come inside the zone now. 52 seconds to go. Out to Gasseau. Firing a shot wide left. Here to the near side. Wrapping out of the zone. Nope. Kept in by the Eagles. Top of the left circle. Met by Silliman. High slot. Fired a shot. Blocked by Silliman. Out of play with 39.7 seconds to go in the third. So it looks like 0.7 seconds of a difference. Timeout now being called by the Sabres. And we'll head back over. And this timeout is brought to you by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball, ignite the night. At least that's what it says on a bottle anyway. Enjoy the timeout, folks. Welcome back, folks. Coming out of the timeout. 39 seconds to go on this Timmy Hortons PK. Heitzel out there with Clifford. DeBus. Nemke. Nemke in the I formation behind Heitzel. Face off won by Rika. Out to the left point, though, collected by the Eagles. They're going to walk the line like Johnny Cash. Over to the far side for Gasol. Fired a shot. Shot blocked by Clifford. Poke check by Clifford. She backhands one out of the zone. And it's going to be collected by the Eagles, curling back around with 26 seconds to go at center ice. Going to throw cross ice towards Gasol. Pass Clifford, top of the right circle. Poke check front, fired a shot. Blocker saved by Monk, out of play. 18.4 seconds to go. Gasol does not want to go to her backhand. Keep her on the forehand and to the outside. Definitely looking for number 4 is going to be the Eagles. Clifford makes her way to the slot. Heitzel on your face-off. Nemke on the half wall. DeBus in the corner. Rika wins the draw. DeBus going to send one out of the zone with 16 seconds. Going to be slowed up by Dufault. Between the legs of Dufault, going to be come all the way down on the left wing corner. Coming in is Clifford. Cross ice here to the near side. 6 seconds to go. Going to walk it in. Top left against DeBus. Fires a shot. Saved by Monk. Poke check free in the right wing corner. Heitzel comes in, and that sound is the end of regulation. Not sure if we're going to get overtime in this one. It looks like we will get an overtime. So the power play is, or the penalty kill is over according to the scoreboard, and we are headed to overtime. This overtime brought to you by Tomatoes Bakery and Subs on Grand Avenue in Maine, Chicago, Illinois. Tomatoes Bakery and Subs. Our bread, your butter. Stop in here and see Rosanna. Tell her I said hi, folks. Get your stuff, a shvoyadel, sub, tough, a loaf of Italian bread, some Sicilian pizza, some cookies. It's all fantastic down there. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks. It's overtime here in Henderson. You're 3-on-3 for 5 minutes right now, folks, and the Sabres are working from right to left if you're listening on the radio. Out there for the Sabres. Heitzel going to take your draw. Jabaskova along with her at wing. Madigan Nemke is going to be your defender. Gasol picks it up from the Eagles. Aaron Monk has the net. There is 5 minutes on the clock. Saucer pass. Intercepted by Nemke. Nemke to Heitzel. 2-on-1 with Jabaskova. Heitzel comes in. Makes the move in the right corner. Hangs on to the loose change. Out to the point for Nemke. Nemke now Gets the puck, sends it back to Heitzel. Heitzel collects it over to Jebuskova. Jebuskova fires a shot over the crossbar. Rebound on the far side. Nemke coming in, giving chase. Look to go cross ice out of the zone. Heitzel going to have to come and get it. Heitzel in a foot race. Gasol going to beat her to it. Heitzel comes in, drags it behind the net. Centering pass picked up here by Nemke. Nemke out to Jebuskova. They've got a 2-on-1. Jebuskova couldn't get control of it. Now it's 3-on-2. Jebuskova going to hit the brakes, and the Sabres are going to regroup. Now Heitzel goes for the line change. Picked up by Gasol. Into the hands back to Jebuskova now. Jebuskova and Heitzel goes in. It's going to be Heitzel unabated in the slot. Right hash mark. Forehand back in for it. Fires a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Fifo. Picked up here to the near side. Swing and a miss is going to be Jebuskova 1-on-1 against Nemke. Number 6 going to take her on. Poke check by Nemke. Right side puck protection. Fired a shot. Saved by Monk behind the net. He picked up by Nemke. 3:50 to go here. Jebuskova got the break. She's got a breakaway. Jebuskova in a press pass. Left hash mark. Forehand. Fires winning. That's going to be a Jerry Jebuskova Sabres goal in overtime. Let's check the replay. It's going to be the stretch pass from Nemke to Jebuskova, who fakes the shot and goes 5-hole and beats Defoe at 3:42 in overtime. Jebuskova from Nemke at 3:42 in period number 4. The Sabres come away with an exciting contest victory here against the Culver Academy Eagles as we head over to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies Recap. For the home team, Culver Academy Eagles, penalties on number 13, Watanabe, hooking in the first period at 7:31. Number 27, Jonason, hooking in the third period at 11:08. And number 22, Sirik, cross-checking in the third at 8:44. Goals scored by number 4, Gasol at 4:52 in the first, and number 7, Connolly at 12:56 in the second period. For the victorious and visiting Shattuck St. Mary Sabres, penalties, Allie McIntosh tripping in the first at 4:37, Eloise DeBus tripping in the second at 7:24, and and then Allie McIntosh body checking in the third at 2:01. Goals scored by Rika Heitzel twice in the first period, 6:25 in the first, assisted by Julie Jebuskova on the power play. Heitzel shorthanded at 4:09 in the first, and then Jebuskova in overtime, assisted by Madigan Nemke at 3:42. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. Your final score here from Culver, Indiana. The Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 3 and the Culver Academy Eagles 2. And as we sign off for the evening, one more thing to mention. We will see you tomorrow as the Chicago Phantoms take on the Chicago Fury at 12:30 Central Time back in Seven Bridges Ice Arena. And as we sign off for the evening, as always, good night, Minnesota Lakers, Grandma, wherever you are.